let's talk about knowing your audience, specifically knowing your audience when it comes to negotiating your pay at work. When you think about your pay at work and who your audience is, who comes to mind first? Probably your manager. Your first thought is probably, yeah, I need to talk to my manager about this. But is that really the true audience of this conversation around your pay? No. The true audience when it comes to salary and pay negotiation is not your manager. It's not you. It's not your coworkers. It's the company. It's the entity that we're talking about. It's the business. Because when people negotiate their salaries, they usually focus a lot on themselves because it's your pay. But instead, what we should focus on is the company because that's what matters and that's what drives the money. So if we're trying to talk about increasing our pay, we need to focus on how you actually help the business or the company get more money so that it's justified to pay you more. Let me walk through what this looks like. A lot of times people approach pay conversations like, well, I know we're in a tight budget situation and I really don't want to be bringing this up, but I feel like I'm underpaid because I've been doing a lot of work. I've been covering for Michael during his medical leave, and also I know Sally just left, so we're short-staffed right now. And I'm willing to roll up my sleeves and do the hard work, but I just feel like I'm being underpaid because I'm doing so much. While that is good that you're highlighting the work that you're doing, it doesn't really highlight the value that you're bringing to the business and for the company. And it goes off of your feelings a lot because the language that was used just now is focused so much on I feel like I'm being underpaid and I've been doing so much work. It's all focused on you. Instead, we need to shift the focus to what matters to our audience. And in this case, who's the audience? The business. So that conversation can look more like, I understand that it's very important for us as a business and as a company to grow X% in the next year. I've been contributing towards that goal over the past year because I've been covering for Michael while he's on medical leave and Sally just left. So I helped pick up the slack and cover work in that area as well. While that's temporary, I know that I've been able to bring my skill sets to make sure that we still get all the work done on time. When I look at my pay though, it doesn't match the level of responsibility that I'm currently owning. And in order for me to continue to help our company reach that goal, I need to have a conversation with you about my pay so that we can get to a place where my pay actually matches my level of responsibilities and everything that I'm owning, which includes project A, B, and C, and also sustaining our core work around X, Y, and Z. What do you think about that? And at that moment, that's where you stop. There's no need for you to further explain or to justify or to say that you understand we are in a tight budget situation. All of that is irrelevant because that's not your responsibility to have to explain. All you have to do is share your perspective and to connect your contribution towards the company's goal and have a full stop moment and then say, what do you think about that? If you want to be even more direct in that conversation, instead of leaving it open-ended with, what do you think about that to your manager, another way you could put it is, what are the necessary steps for us to align my pay with the level of responsibilities that I just mentioned? The reason why this shift in audience works very well is because it removes you and your feelings from the conversation. Any pay negotiation conversation has nothing to do with your feelings. I'm not saying your feelings are not valid, but your feelings don't have a place when it comes to trying to justify more pay. What does help justify more pay is you being very specific about which projects you've been working on, like I mentioned, projects A, B, and C, and then also highlighting how you've been working on other areas, X, Y, and Z. That is what matters, not how you feel about your current pay, not how much Maria is being paid, not how much you think your peers are being paid. All of that is irrelevant because what truly matters is the company's goals and how you are actively contributing towards that goal. The more you can tie those two together, the more valuable you will be to the company and to your manager in this conversation, and the more support your manager can have when they go to their manager and their manager's manager to talk about increasing your pay. Just remember, your feelings are valid, because sometimes we can get very, very frustrated if we're being underpaid and overworked. But remember to compartmentalize that and keep that feeling aside momentarily. Because the worst thing you can do is bring your feelings and emotions into this conversation. And what that does is it dilutes the conversation and it makes it less impactful, because it's not as objective as focusing on the business outcomes and the results which you are helping drive. That is what you're trying to focus on to increase your pay, not how you feel about it. This is a part of a larger series where we talk about pay negotiations, whether you're looking for a new role, going through the interview process, or anything in between. Please consider subscribing, because this is exactly what keeps our channel going and keeps our community growing. If you have any questions specific to this topic, feel free to add a comment or message me directly. Hope you have a great rest of your day.